In The Walking Dead, someone who has never seen the show might think that the most threat is the zombies. But that's not always true, is it? See, if you've seen the show, you would know that the zombies aren't always the threat. You could go episodes, or even maybe half a season without even seeing one zombie, but the main threat could be the group or the community that our main group is fighting for or against. Today, I'm going to be talking about every single minor and major group in The Walking Dead. I'm going to be going over major events that happen with them, a little description, and all their key members that really are kind of important. By the way, there are going to be spoils, so just be aware if you didn't know a character died or a character switched sides or something like that. Just click off the video now. Without further ado, let's get into our first group, the Atlanta Camp Group. Initially based in a forest quarry outside of Atlanta, Georgia, near a highway leading into the city, we have a survival-focused group where it has no leader at first, but then Shane takes on the leadership right before Rick arrives. They are a survival-based group. They hunt for food and occasionally make risky supply runs to Atlanta. Their core members are Rick, Shane, Lori, Carl, Glenn, Daryl, Merle, Andrea, Amy, T-Dog, Dale, Jim, Jackie, Carol, Ed, and Sophia. Their major events have Rick return, tension between Rick and Shane, walkers attack the camp, and the CDC journey. Their legacy moves on as they become the future survivors and become the group we all know and love. The second group we have is Hershel's group. Their location is a rural farm in Georgia owned by Hershel Greens, surrounded by open fields and fences. It initially appears as an isolated and relentlessly safe from walkers. Hershel believed that the walkers were sick and not truly dead, so he kept them in a barn hoping for a cure. Deeply religious, non-violent, and traditional, they meet up with our main group and let them stay for a little bit while Carl was shot and they're looking for Carol's daughter, Sophia. The main members are Hershel, Maggie, Beth, Otis, Patricia, Jimmy, Annetta, who is Hershel's wife in the barn, and Sean. The key events are Carl's shooting, the barn reveal, tension with Rick's group, and the farm falls. For this group's legacy, we have Hershel's moral compass, who Rick and the others look at for the entire rest of the show. Maggie becomes one of the greatest and most important long-term characters and community leader, and they also get their own spin-off show. That's it for Hershel's group. Next up we have Randall's group. Randall is the guy that they keep prisoner at Hershel's farm. He falls off the building, gets his leg through a fence. Anyway, their location is operated near rural Georgia during the events of Season 2. The group is never given an official name and is only seen in fragments, but they are dangerous and armed. The known members that we know are Randall, Dave, Tony, and an unnamed sniper. Their key events have the bar shootout, the gunfight for Randall's capture, the moral dilemma, and Shane's betrayal. Randall's group matters because they are the first real human threat in the show before Woodbury and the Saviors. Randall's situation fractures the group. Dale dies, and Shane's choices to kill Randall directly leads to his own downfall and death. What we know about their group is that they attacked innocent survivor camps. Randall also brags about his group doing horrible stuff to teenage girls, implying that they were really violent. Despite his age, Randall was a part of these acts, which made Rick's decision more complex. Their legacy had Randall's group show that humans could just be as dangerous as walkers. Pretty much the main point of this video. The theme of what kind of people do we become really becomes with this arc. It sets a tone for the future dilemmas with the group with the Saviors, Whisperers, and the Reapers. Next up, we have the Prison Group. Based on Season 3 and 4 in West Georgia at a correctional facility, the key members are the ones from our main group, along with Maggie, Hershel, Beth, Michonne, Tyreese, Sasha, Bob, Judith, and a lot more. They turn this prison into a home after escaping the governor. The prison offers protection, but there is a lot of clearing out of walkers and constant defense. A flu breaks out, devastating the entire group in Season 4, and ultimately, the governor destroys the prison in a tank-led assault. This group forms a core alliance that stays together throughout Alexandria, Hilltop, and a lot more. The prison era is known for its ethical dilemmas, including Carol's elite exile and the group's shift into hardened survivors. Our next group is Woodbury. Takes place in Season 3 and Season 4. The leader is the Governor, or Philip Blakes. The key members are Andrea, Merle, Milton, Martinez, and Schumpert. Woodbury is a walled-off town of survivors led by the charming but unstable governor. Outwardly peaceful, but hides in the dark of truth. Forced experiments, walker heads and tanks, gladiator fights, and some more worse stuff that we'll get into maybe later. Eventually, it's destroyed after the governor failed assault on the prison. Their legacy is followed as the first major human antagonist community. Shows the dangers of the leadership and how people will follow order over morality. Next up, we have my favorite, Tyrese's group. Now, it's my favorite because Tyreese is the best character in The Walking Dead. You can never change my mind. Initially takes place in Season 3, right before they join Rick's group. The members are Tyreese, Sasha, Alan, and Ben. They stumble upon the prison after escaping a walker-infested area, welcomed by Woodbury, but initially leave due to the distrust of the governor. Then they join Rick's group and become key members. Their legacy is followed as introducing Tyreese and Sasha. Major emotional characters also continued the idea of new people, and more to come immigrating into Rick's group. Next up we have Terminus. Initially in Season 4 and Season 5. Their leader is Gareth. They appeared to be a sanctuary. Those who arrive survive. Actually a cannibal trap, lures in survivors and slaughters and eats them. Rick's group is imprisoned but escapes and destroys the compound. Their legacy is also major as one of the darkest arcs, explores the moral breaking point when survival becomes inhuman. Next up we have the Claimers. Season 4. Their leader is Joe. They're ruthless, nomadic, and they're a group that uses claim system to avoid infighting. They ambush Rick's group right outside of Terminus. Then Rick kills Joe brutally by protecting Carl, biting his neck. Their legacy is represented as the brutal, lawless survivor types, pushed Rick into beast mode with one of the most savage kills. And with that, we have our next group, the Grady Memorial Hospital. Initially in Season 5, the leader is Don Lerner. They are operated inside a hospital at Atlanta. They save people only to enslave them through a "you owe us" system. Both Beth and Noah were captured here. The legacy ends after Beth is shot and killed during a failed hostage exchange. The legacy mainly lives on as Beth's death had an emotional impact. Next up, we have Alexandria. The main leaders are Deanna Monroe, Rick, and other various leaders. The main seasons are Season 5 to 11. Sorry if I said her name wrong. Don't flame me in the comments, please. A wailed suburban community, mostly untouched by the apocalypse. Rick's group clashes into their naive ways, but eventually takes over leadership. Alexandria becomes the central home base for the rest of the series. The main legacy, do I even have to say, it symbolizes civilization versus survival instinct. Cite one of the most iconic arcs, including the Wolves, Saviors, and the Whisperers invasions. Next up, we have the Wolves, Season 5 to 6. It is a deranged, savage attackers who carve a W into their head. They believe that civilization is a weakness. They use walker traps as ambush to raid communities, and they also launch a brutal attack on Alexandria. They're short-lived, but they're very violent. They foreshadow how brutal and chaotic humans can be. Next up, we have Hilltop, Season 6 to 11. Their leaders are Gregory, but move on to Maggie. They are a farming-based community with a large population. Initially cowardly under Gregory, but become strong under Maggie. They're a key part of alliance against the Saviors and the Whisperers. They're mostly political of the communities, but they're showing governance and coups towards the leadership under pressure. Next up we have the Saviors, Season 6 to 8. The leader is Negan. The key members are Dwight, Simon, Gavin, Laura, and Arat. Again, sorry if I pronounced it wrong, but yet again, I don't think that's anyone's favorite character, so it doesn't really matter. They are an authoritarian group ruling over other communities with violence and extortion. Led by Negan with the Iron Fist and Lucille, his bat, force others to provide supplies as tribute and starts an all-out war arc with Rick's alliance. Most iconic for their enemy group, Negan becomes a fan-favorite villain turned anti-hero. Introduces fear and militarism to Rick's group. Next up we have The Kingdom, seasons 7 to 11. The leader is King Ezekiel. Is a theater-loving leader. He runs a medieval-style community and uses titles like knight and has a pet tiger, Shiva. They're allies with Hilltop and Alexandria during the Savior War. Their legacy is a more hopeful, idealistic society that shows how hope and culture can be preserved post-apocalypse. Next up, we have the Scavengers, or the Heapsters. Season 7 to 9. Their leader is Jadis, or Anne. They live in a junkyard, speak in broken English, and operate with weird rituals. While they're mysterious and opportunistic, they betray Rick and then later ask for help again. Jadis becomes linked to the CRM and Rick's disappearance. Their legacy is bizarre and cult-like. Their unique language and Jadis's arc hints at a larger world building. Next up we have Oceanside, seasons 7 to 11. Their leader is Natanya, and then leader forwards on to Cindy. They are an all-female coastal community hiding from the Saviors. Men were all executed by the Saviors, but they hid to avoid contact. Eventually allies with the core group. Their legacy symbolizes loss, fear, and healing. Often plays a supporting role in big battles. Next up is the Whisperers, season 9 to 10. Their leader is Alpha or Beta. Doesn't really matter. They're kind of a weird thing. It's kind of disgusting. They live among walkers by wearing their skins. They reject civilization completely, but they live like animals. They lead giant walker herds as weapons, and they behead 10 survivors and mount their heads on pikes. And like 7 of them are main characters. Their legacy is one of the most scariest groups, showing how terrifyingly possible people lose their minds. Their war reshapes all of the communities. Next up, the Reapers, season 11, briefly late season 10. The leaders are Pope and Leia. Former military style group turned merciless. Religious zealots believing that they are God's chosen. They attack Maggie's group at the Meridian, and their legacy is mainly militarian and brutal. Leia's betrayal on Daryl ties to them back at the main group. Short-lived, but intense. Last but not least, we have the Commonwealth. Season 11, their leader is Pamela Milton. They are a large, advanced city with 50,000 people. Yes, 50,000 people in a world where zombies are walking with the living. 50,000 people are in this area. They have class systems, formal military jobs, and money. But behind the scenes, they are corrupt, lies, and oppression, ultimately overthrown after rebellion. Their legacy is the largest society in the series, bringing up themes of inequality, elitism, and rebuilding of the old world, for the better or for the worse. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys freaking enjoyed. And I just want to say I apologize for messing up some words in the last video. You guys were nice about it in the comments, and I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are my favorite people, you know, my fans, my people that just watch me for fun. Anyone who even doesn't give a shit about me, I still love you guys no matter what, and I thank you guys so much for, you know, being kind about it. At least you guys weren't telling me I'm, like, stupid in some shit. I appreciate it. I meant to say Romero, not Romeo. I apologize. It was late at night. I was reading the script. I have a script all read out. Just so I don't get like lost up in words. I write out a script for like what would be interesting for you guys to hear. And I guess I must have typed it wrong. This time I made sure I spelled everything completely right, and I will from now on, guys. So, you know, I appreciate all you guys in the comments. I'll respond to you guys like max like 15 hours. I'll always respond to you guys in the comments. Anyway, guys, I love you guys so much. Hope you guys have a great freaking day. Goodbye.